Hey guys, so today I'm going to be showing you guys how Poshmark works and some tips and tricks on how to sell on there. I have been selling on Poshmark for about a year and a half now, and I've made over $4,000. So I decided to come on here and help anyone out if they're interested in selling on Poshmark and tips on how to make more sales. So first things first, I want to talk about how to make a listing. You want to go ahead and click sell, which will be in the bottom center of your app. You want to go ahead and post all the pictures that you've taken of your item. You want to make sure when you take pictures of your item that you get good lighting. Just make sure that you're not hiding any flaws or holes in your item. I like to just take pictures on my floor next to my window, but anything works. Just try to make sure your pictures aren't too dark or not showing enough of your item. So once you get pictures of your item, you want to go ahead and post them to Poshmark. The first thing you're going to do, so I have an example right here of something that I'm selling right now, and it's this Nike half zip hoodie. And so I'm going to list this as Nike half zip as the title. And then you're going to make a description. So for this description, I would say size small, and then I would say the color just in case it looks unclear in the picture. I would also say that this is brand new and not worn. Just any details that you could mention about the item. And then next, it's going to ask you for a category. So you would click sweatshirts, hoodies, whatever. This part's pretty self-explanatory. You'll pick the colors it is, you'll type in the brand, and then you're going to go ahead and enter the original price you purchased it for and then what you're selling it for. So make sure when you're listing your items, you're listing it for a reasonable price and it's not too overpriced or too cheap based on the quality of the item. So then next, you're going to want to go ahead and list that item, and that way it's open to the public. Now, here's a few tips on how to get your item out into the public more. You want to go ahead and share your items. I would recommend sharing your item at least twice a day. What that does is just brings your item to the top of someone's feed. So if someone's searching Nike hoodie and you haven't shared your item in a day, it's going to be at the bottom of the list. But once you share your item, it'll come up at the top of their feed. So that way your item gets more views and stuff. So definitely recommend sharing your item. The next thing I want to talk about is whenever you sell your item. Whenever you sell your item, a lot of people are confused by how the shipment works and how all that works, but it's really, really easy and simple. So basically, once you sell your item, you're going to get a shipping label emailed to whatever email you have on your account. And this shipping label is already paid for. The buyer paid for the shipping, so you don't have to pay for anything. So once you get your shipping label, you want to go ahead and print that out, and all you're going to do is tape it to a box, a bag, whatever you have. This is what I use whenever I ship my items. If it's like clothing that will fit in a bag, I have baggies for it. So I have these thank you bags to put my items in, and it's as simple as putting your item in the bag, putting the shipping label, tape it to the other side, and putting it in the mailbox. That way you don't have to even drive anywhere for your package. If I do go to the post office, it'll be if I sell like shoes or something that can't fit in this bag, but most of the time I just put it in my mailbox. Now if you do sell something that can't fit in a bag, same thing as this, you just put it in the box, put the shipping label on, take it to the post office, and you can just drop it off. You don't have to pay for anything. Like I said, the shipping label is already paid for, so you don't have to worry about that part. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys some ways I package my items. When you package your items good, this will give you good ratings, and once potential buyers are looking at your ratings, because those are available to the public, they'll see that your shipping's good, they'll see that your packaging's good, and they'll want to purchase from you. So the first thing I do whenever I ship an item, so say I sell this hoodie, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it in tissue paper first. I have all these different colors. And then once I ship it in there, I put it in this clear plastic bag just to keep it from getting damaged while shipped or anything. In the bag, I will put a thank you card. So I have these thank you cards. I have these thank you cards, just a couple different ones. I will go ahead and write them a cute note saying like thank you for your purchase, put their name on it, and then put that in the bag as well. And then if the buyer purchases my item for a good price, I will also include a bonus scrunchie, so I have a couple of those as well. And then once I ship my item, I have thank you stickers that I'll put on the bag just to add something to it. And a lot of the times I get really good ratings that I have good packaging. And then the last tip I have is I always put like a fabric sheet in with my package to make the clothes smell good. And yeah, I always get good ratings, so that's definitely a good tip, is to package your items really well. Don't just throw something in a bag or a box and ship it. Wrap it up, do something nice to it, so that way you'll get good ratings. So that's what I do whenever I ship my items. Next, I'm going to talk about some tips I use to get more people to view my profile. My first tip is to go to the section. I'll show it in a picture in the next screen, but you're going to go ahead and click on my brands. And what you're going to do is search for a brand. So say I have a lot of Nike clothes listed on my profile. I'm going to type in the brand Nike. It'll pull up Nike and all of the people that like the brand Nike. So that way, if I follow all the people that like Nike, they'll click on my profile and see that I'm selling Nike clothes, and then that'll get me more views, especially specifically to the people that like your brand. That's one tip I like to use when getting more views on my profile. That way it engages people that like the same brands you do. Another thing I like to do is make sure that your pictures don't have any hidden features. Like if it has a hole or if it has stains, make sure you put that in the description, because you don't want someone to get your item and then be upset that they don't like how it looks or it's not what they ordered. Also, do not list your item for like the same price you bought it for unless it's like brand new, because a lot of people are on there trying to find discounts. So make sure it's a reasonable price, not too cheap but not too expensive as well. One thing that's important is shipping your item out in a reasonable time. This is why I like to put my items in the mailbox, because I basically do same day shipping. Whenever potential shoppers are viewing your profile, they can see how long it takes you to ship stuff, and if it's like 5 days, they're probably not going to purchase from you. So keep in mind that they can view that information as well as your ratings. So it's really good to get good ratings from the start. That way your average is pretty high, like 5 stars. So that's definitely a good thing to keep in mind. So one other thing I do want to talk about is bundles on Poshmark. And a bundle is when people go onto your account and find 2 or more items that they like and they purchase. So if people purchase 2 or more items, these get shipped out in the same box with one label. So I like bundles because people can put stuff together and get a discount on it. So Poshmark does something in their settings where you can choose, customize it however you want. My discount, if anyone makes a bundle, is buy 2 or more items and they'll receive 15% off. Now you can do buy 3 items, 4 items, 5 items, and then you can also do 20%, 25%, 30%. There's a bunch of different combinations you can do. And the nice thing is, if someone puts together, say, 3 items on my Poshmark, it'll tell them the price that to buy it for, because the discount will already come off the price. So that's really nice, because Poshmark just takes care of that. But like I said, if you're shipping 3 items in a package, you still only need that one shipping label, because it's still all going to the same location. And people create bundles and you can offer to them. So if someone creates a bundle with 2 items, I can offer them a discount and it'll go straight to them. Another thing I want to talk about is when people offer to you. So this is very common on Poshmark, because most people are not trying to purchase stuff for full price. So see, I have this Nike hoodie on for $25. Someone could offer $20. Now I could either accept that or I could counter at like $23. A lot of the times when you sell in here, you're going to get people offering. So I would recommend listing your item for a little bit more. I would list this for probably 25 to 30 bucks. And then if someone offered me 20 bucks, I'd accept it. So definitely list it for a little bit more. That way, if someone offers to you, that's the price you want to sell it for anyways, and you'll accept it. Another thing I want to discuss is when people like your items, you can privately give them a discount price. So if I have this listed on my Poshmark, I have 20 likers, I can offer them a discount and it will strictly go to the people that liked my item and it won't go to anyone else. So this is nice because most of the time, obviously, if someone likes your item, they're interested in it and your discount will just go straight to them. Usually this works, it's half and half, but that's definitely a great way to get sales on your item as well. I wanted to definitely go over some brands that sell really well on Poshmark. Mostly it's name brands. If you have anything from like say TJ Maxx or Target, which I've tried to sell, it's really difficult. Mostly anything will sell if it's name brand. So Nike sells really good. Under Armour, Gymshark has definitely been the one that I see the most that sells really good. Lululemon, any name brand like that sells really good. So if you have clothes or shoes, I know shoes sell really well. If you have Hunter boots or Ugg boots, definitely sell on Poshmark instead of taking them somewhere because someone out there is going to buy it for like full price and you'll get all your money back. So those brands sell really well. And once you get more adjusted to the app, it really becomes easy to use. I promise you, it might seem confusing at first, but mainly all you have to do is remember to share your items daily and then answer any questions that any customers have. And then, like I said, once you sell your item, it's super easy. You just print out the shipping label, tape it onto the bag, and put it in your mailbox or take it to the post office. My post office that I go to has a drop-off box, which you can put your package in because it's already paid for, which is really nice and easy. You don't have to talk to anyone. You can just drop it off and leave. And then once you ship your item, you can see all the shipping information within the Poshmark app. Then once you ship your item and once they receive it, they can go ahead and rate it. Once they accept your item, you will then get your money. And then you can just direct deposit that into your account, which I also really like. It's just so easy to go into my bank account. So it's super easy once you get used to it. It's definitely worth it though. And this is a great way to get rid of stuff in your closet that you don't want because there's a lot of people on that app that are looking for stuff. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. I hope I was able to help you guys if you are wanting to sell on Poshmark. If you guys want to look up my account, you guys can see my listings, see my descriptions. If you guys need any help when you're listing your first item, my account is MBW and then 6 2s. So I'll list that below as well. But you guys can go ahead and check it out and see what I've sold and see prices and stuff. If you guys need help, you can also let me know. I won't have a problem helping you out. But yeah, this is just a great way to make extra money. It's what I've been doing, and I hope this video helps.